All smiles from the boss after reaching 50 career wins last time out. Can he make it 51 today on EA TV? A wet night in store for all concerned. Good evening and welcome. I'm Derek Ray in the commentary position, and alongside me is the former Arsenal and West Ham midfield player Stuart Robson. And a lot to be excited about because coming up for you, action from Liga. How do you see it panning out?
We can talk about coaches and their methods, but it's now down to the players. Which ones are going to stand out, who will affect the game, and who...
Oh, wait a minute, look what's happening. And really good goalkeeping.
Well, in 1v1 situations, he just makes it so difficult for the attacker. What a good goalkeeper he is.
Giving it away. Takes the shot. Vital block there.
That was absolutely outstanding.
Chances on. Oh, still not dealt with. Oh, a magnificent save.
Yeah, good positioning, excellent speed off the line, and a top-class stop. Brilliant stuff.
Omega. Flowing here. And there it is, the opening goal, 1-0, and they'll feel they deserve it. We're back underway, and 1-0 it is. Let's see what happens next. Nicely timed tackle. Ouattara. Well, a poor pass it was. No getting away from it. Throw in here. Greenwood. Could be threatening. Opportunity. Oh, brilliant goalkeeping. Defensive Brazilians to shut them down. Well, doesn't have to do it on his own. And running in behind. And a goal! Real excitement here. The equaliser.
Well, here's the replay, and just look how quickly they break forward once they win the ball back. And his movement's so clever. Once he gets onto it, there's only one thought in his head. Smash it. hard as possible. What a good goal.
So back underway. They've levelled it at 1-1 here. Oh, useful ball. Winning back possession. Intelligent ball. Well, he certainly caught all of that, but was never going to trouble the keeper in the end. Goal kick it is. And good anticipation.
Just saw what was coming, didn't he?
Ouattara. Very effective pass. And with that, the first half draws to a... So into the second half, and it would take a brave person to predict the outcome of this one. That's a good-looking pass. A gift for any goalkeeper. Wonderfully weighted pass. And a chance for the lead. A goal here, giving his team precisely what they were looking for. Now he deserves to celebrate it.
Well, here we can see it again. Look at the way he glides past the defender to create space for himself. And then through on goal, he just goes for power and smashes it past the keeper. There's no stopping that. What a great finish.
Ouattara. Oh, good idea. Effective challenge. Genuine chance. They've only gone and grabbed another one. 2 goals in quick succession. Now they have the lead. No wonder they're celebrating.
Well, here's the goal again. And it's a great ball to put him through. Good vision to set up the chance. And he makes the finish look so easy. What a good goal that is.
Well, a reminder, we have more knockout football coming your way here on EA TV. It's Strasbourg, and they'll be facing Paris FC.
Well, that's a game to look forward to. Plenty to play for in that one. It should be a really entertaining game.
And he couldn't quite get himself back on side, Stuart.
Well, as a player, you need to be able to change your mind, but he wasn't able to, and that's a poor pass.
Impressive build-up. Well, it could be on for him here. Spectacular save. Top class. Goalkeeping.
This has been a really good performance, as you can see. They've created numerous chances, they're winning the game comfortably, and they could go on and score more. This could get really embarrassing.
And the keeper's eyes. We're on the prize, in this case the ball. Strong but fair tackle. And teammates around him. Element of risk there, but he's won the ball. Well, the final whistle approaching, and this has certainly been an away day to remember. Your assessment?
Yeah, this has been...
And a goal! That's his brace! They just can't keep him quiet!
Well, here it is again, and it's all about the pace on the counter-attack. They were so quick to break out from their defensive positions, and his movement's so clever. Once he gets onto it, there's only one thought in his head: smash it as hard as possible. What a good goal.
Well, plays with a positional sense that is second to none. Steady hands in evidence. And the electronic board showing one additional minute. And so the final whistle here. The visitors come out on top, Stuart.
Well, as I keep saying, if you make forward...
Merci pour votre disponibilité pour répondre à nos questions. Merci pour votre disponibilité.
A manager who, from the very first day, has been all about building a team. And welcome to a game that really should have pulses racing. Every reason to believe this will be enthralling. I'm Derek Ray, and with me here on the commentary box is Stuart Robson. And what we have in prospect is pulsating cup action. What might we see today?
Well, there's nothing like...
He fancies it. And denied by the keeper. Impressive. The line-up then for the hosts.
Well, it's a 4-3-3 formation with a centre forward and two wingers. So it's important that the midfield players give support to the striker whenever the ball goes wide. They can't allow him to be isolated.
Now, who can he play it to? And it's opening up. Oh, goalkeeping heroics.
Well, he's done brilliantly there. He's reacted so quickly to that shot.
And they're not out of the woods. And that's tidy work to push it to safety. Well, they pressed them high, and here they come. Real chance. And a goal! Now they've broken through. 1-0 here. So underway again here. 1-0 the score. And with that, the attack fizzles out. Good distribution. This could level it. And it is the equaliser. Parity now. And who's to say what's going to happen next?
Well, just look at this again. The speed of counter-attack is so impressive, and it makes the striker's job so easy. All he has to do is make the right connection. It's a lovely goal.
Annoyingly, there it breaks down.
Well, they stopped that move in its tracks. That was excellent defending.
And quick thinking defensively. And teammates around him. It's looking promising. And that'll be offside. Beautifully weighted ball. Oh, strong hands to push it clear. Excellent goalkeeping. Well, nicely cut out. Oh, managing to beat him. Really fine piece of defending play to break us up. Brilliant pass. Well, they have the ball once more. Waited well. Keeper getting the touch. Mora. Can he put it in? And a solid stop there. Can he deliver it with accuracy? That is that for the first half here. Well, he's been the standout for us. So underway again, and even Steven here. Oh, moving it nicely. Couldn't keep the momentum going.
They didn't allow that to develop, did they? Good organisation, I would say.
Incisive ball. Could it be? And the keeper parried it away in style.
Well, the stats tell you everything. They've played well, they've created chances, and I think they've been the better team. They now have to convert one of those opportunities.
There's been so much speculation in terms of whether the transfer would go ahead, but it will go ahead, Stuart.
Well, certainly a lot of focus on the boy over the last year or two, and he seems to have a bright future ahead of him. Hopefully it turns out to be a good move, and he can continue to develop his career.
Now counter-attacking possibilities. Will it be? Not out of the woods yet. He's having quite the game for himself. Save. Save after save. And finding their flow. Well, they took care of the situation defensively. Another game from Liga for you to look forward to on
Oh, can he score here, Derek?
Well, quite simply a wild,
Watching
wayward
glitch is
effort.
terrible.
And the less...
Step change.
said about it, the better. And cutting it out. Into the final 20 minutes. And getting the ball forward. Well, it came to nothing in the end. And what can they do to stop him running at them? To jump in front! Oh, good work to deny the opportunity. Here it is now, a substitution. Decent chance. Well, wide by a hair's breadth. Almost had it where he wanted it. Committed challenge. Well, here they are on the attack. Can they go on and win the game? Real chance. Looked as though it might be the decisive goal, but the keeper had other ideas.
Well, he's just saved his team here. What a reaction that is.
Well, the threat could be there. Can he put them in front? He does! And with so little time left, that might be the winner. Wonderful drama.
Well, here it is again. He goes past his marker so easily with just a drop of the shoulder, but he's still got so much work to do. Just look at the strength he shows to hold off the defender and still get his shot away. That's a really good finish.
Well, still pushing forward. It's a matter of whether or not they can come up with an equaliser. Well, now they have possession. The save was a good one. Well, this might be their final opportunity to draw level. But into the keeper's gloves. There's the final whistle. The travelling fans are full of the joys.
Merci à vous d'avoir accepté de nous répondre avant de regagner le vestiaire. Merci, c'est gentil de nous...